Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is code 369 and our motto is to learn by doing. Okay, we will be having the sample project and we will be trying to write code for that. And today's topic is CSS, external CSS. Okay, how to use external CSS files and giving styles and opacity. And this is full stack development course. Today is class 32. From next slide you will learn how to learn. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Okay, please read this by passing. And this code says that you have to ask question every time. Okay, whenever you think you don't know something, you have to ask question. Like Einstein says, question everything. Okay, by questioning only you can get the answer. So whenever you find something, question something. Learning is an active process. We learn by doing. Okay, he says we learn by doing, and he is not saying that we learn by learning. Okay, we learn by doing. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. So when you apply your knowledge, it will stick into your mind. Otherwise, it will not. That's what he says. So do the project. Okay, how to apply it in our class? Whenever I finish my line of code, just pause the video and ask yourself questions and try to answer yourself. And whether you confirm yourself that you have understood the concept, just write code. Okay, every line you have to write code. And at the end of the program and at the end of the class, you will be learning all the things very easily. That's it. If you want to master something, teach it. This is very popular thing. And how to do that? You can be saying that I don't have any person to teach, and that's fine. You don't need any person to teach someone, and only thing which you can have is yourself. Okay, teach it to yourself, ask questions to yourself and try to explain them to yourself. Okay, that is self-teaching, and that is also a great idea. Follow it. Prerequisites: install the VS Code and its extensions, create folder for VS Code, and create a HTML file. And to do all these things, I have given links in the description box. This is our project, and here you can see heading: create an external CSS file and all your styles to CSS, and add all your styles to CSS file and use CSS for applying style in HTML. Okay, create an external CSS file. So how to do that? Go here. I have created a new file called project4a.html, and it should be ending with .html. That's very important. And here you have to select language mode as HTML. That is also very important. Now you have to construct the base structure of HTML by inserting the code HTML:5 and press enter. Okay. Now you will be having the base structure of HTML. If you have to know about what is base structure of HTML and how to construct it, please watch my video which I have given in the description box, and you will be learning all the basic elements of HTML by watching the video. Now I am deleting this because this is not necessary here. I am deleting this also, and I am giving the title for my web page as project4a. Okay, the same as my file name. You can give any title for your web page. That's not at all a matter. Now what we have to do is we have to create a CSS file. Okay, normally what we will be doing is we will be writing code in the body element, and we will be inserting styles in this style tag. Okay, style element. Here only we will be inserting all the styles. That is called as internal CSS. Okay. So how to do external CSS? External CSS is nothing but we will be creating a file outside of this file. Okay, outside of the HTML file we will be creating a CSS file, and so that is called as external CSS. Okay, from there we will be importing styles into the HTML. That's what. Now create a CSS file. Go here and press new file. Type here as project4a. Okay, the same name as my HTML file, and give style as give extension as .css. For HTML we will be giving .html extension, but for CSS we will be giving .css extension. Okay, and press enter. Now you are having project 4a.css. Okay, now whatever style we insert here will be imported here. Okay, let us check now. Like let me give background color. Okay, background image or something. So go to the project and let us see what is happening here. So let us create a background image. Okay, here we have inserted a background image. Let us do it in the external CSS. How to do that? We already saw how to insert background image in our previous classes, and how to do that means this whole page is considered as body element. Okay, this whole page, web page, is considered as body element. Okay, this whole page will be considered as a body element. So in order to give background image for the whole page, you have to represent the body element. Okay, so how to do that? Body and curly braces, open and close. Now you are going to insert background images by typing background image :URL open. Now I am going to give a background image from this VS Code folder. Okay, and that image should be inside the VS Code folder. That's what very important is. If you are having image outside of the folder, outside of your VS Code folder, you cannot access that image. It should be inside your VS Code folder. Now I am having background. Okay, I am going to insert this background, this image file. Go here and type background .jpg. Okay, with extension you have to type. Then make it cover. Okay, like background size cover means this image will be covering the whole page. Okay, that's what the meaning of cover. Already we have seen all these things. Now press Ctrl S and it will be saved. The very important thing is that whenever you make changes in CSS or HTML files, every time you have to press Ctrl S and save it. Okay, that's very important. If you forget to save it, it will not be executed, because you are accessing two files, like HTML also you are accessing, CSS also you are accessing. So in any one, if you forget to save, and the result will not be coming. Okay, that's what I am saying. Okay, here we don't need to do anything. Just now we have to open our project file. Okay, the HTML file which we are doing. The name of the file is project 4a. Okay, double click on it and it will open. Now why it does not come? Because we have forgotten one thing, which is very important, which is we have created a CSS file. Okay, that's very fine. We have done styling also, we have given background image for the file also, and the thing which is missing here is we have CSS file, we have HTML file, but we did not link them. Okay, only if we link them, all the styles will be implemented in this HTML file. So here we have not linked it. Okay, so how to link that CSS file with this HTML file? Type link and press enter. Here you can see relationship as style sheet. Okay, style sheet is nothing but CSS file. Okay, because in the name cascading style sheets. Okay, the expansion of CSS is cascading style sheet. So it means that it is a style sheet. So the relationship is style sheet. Okay, and in href what you have to give is the CSS file name. How to do that? Project 4a is our CSS file name. Okay, leave space 4a.css. Okay, now leave this. Now press Ctrl S. Now we have linked the CSS file with the HTML file. Now go here and reload. Ctrl R. Now you can see this. Okay, the background image. Next thing which we have to do is create a box. We have to create a box like this, add text to it. Okay, this is to show the opacity. Like that I have given some text. Okay, like that we have to give text. Create margin. In the left and right side you can see margin. Okay, there is a space between the corner of the screen to this table. Okay, that's called margin. From here also, the corner of the screen, right corner of the screen to the right side of the screen to the table, box. Okay, that's called as margin. Already we saw margin at all. Okay, and give opacity. Okay, till this we are going to do create a box and text and add text to it and create margin. In order to do this, I am just copying all these things. Press Ctrl C and go to your VS Code, and I am going to give heading H3. Copy this. Press Alt Z for text wrapping. And now what you have to do is just do this thing. Okay, create a box. Create a box. How to do it? Using development, we will be creating a box. And what we are going to do is add text to it. What is the text that we have to add? Here we can see this is to show the opacity. Okay, that is what the text we are going to add. Now type here, this is the text to show opacity, like that. Okay, just you can write any text. I am just giving it for sake of opacity. And create a box. How to create a box? Usually what we will be doing is we will be using inline CSS and giving style here. Okay, style equal to, like that we will be giving. But we are not using inline CSS here today. Okay, we are going to see in external CSS. Okay, in internal CSS what we will be doing, here also we will be giving style tag. Okay, so that also we are not doing today. We are going to do external CSS. So how to do external CSS? Go to that file, and in which element you are going to make styles? This development. Okay, this development you are going to make styles. So you can directly give development here, but all the developments will be having the same styles, so that is not recommended. So give class name for that. Class equal to opacity. Okay, like that you can give. Now how you are going to represent this opacity class? How you are going to represent this development here in the CSS? Just go here and type dot opacity, the name of the class. Okay, and open the curly braces. Now you are going to give a box. So what are the parameters that a box will have? Height. Okay, height 200 pixel. I'm giving just any value. And giving width 200 pixel. You can give any value. Okay, then what you're going to do is what is more to do here? Create margin. Okay, create margin. How to create margin? Type margin and colon, give it as like 200 pixel or anything. Okay, then create a box, add text to it, create margin. That's it. The next thing which you are going to do is give opacity to the box. Okay, and also the text. Okay, here I have included one thing like insert a background image for the web page in order to make opacity clearly visible. Okay, you can read this, but we have already done this like background image, so we don't need to do this now. Okay, we just need to give opacity to the box and also the text. That is what we need to do now. Give opacity to the box and also to the text. So how to do opacity? Before that, we have to know one thing. What is opacity? That is the main concept that you have to know. Opacity is nothing but obscure. Okay, it will not be fully visible. Okay, it will not be fully visible. That's what opacity is. Let us see the meaning here. Opacity meaning the quality of lacking transparency. Okay, the quality of lacking transparency. The quality of lacking transparency. What does it mean? it will not be transparent. Okay, so let us see opacity, what will happen. Give opacity colon, like I'm going to give 0.2. You can give in percentage also, but 0.2 is nothing but 20%. Okay, give semicolon, press Ctrl S. So what will be happening is this opacity will be applicable to this whole development. Okay, this whole development, like the box inserted this development and also the text. Okay, both the things, the opacity will be applicable. Now go here and reload. So what happened? I have done a mistake here. Just press Ctrl S to save this, and here also press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Okay, now it's 0.2. It's not that much visible. So what we are going to do is, actually this is not that much visible, this text. So what we are going to do is, we are going to give a background color for this box. Okay, the box is not visible. So if we give background color for the box will be clearly visible. Like I am going to give black color. Here you have to give background color. I am going to give black. Okay. Then the font color I am going to give font color as white. Okay. Black and white. It will be clearly visible. So press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see a box here. Okay, I am giving margin also like auto. Okay, this 200 pixels going somewhere else, so I am giving auto. Press Ctrl S, the margin will be automatically allocated. Okay, press Ctrl R. Now it has come to a correct position. Now you can see this text is not completely visible. What will happen if I give value of 1 to the opacity? Here I am going to give 1. It means 100%. Press Ctrl S, go back and reload. Now what does it mean? Opacity is 100% means this background image will not be transparent. Okay, will not be transparent completely, because in order to say it simply, if we are giving opacity to this box as 100%, this background image will not at all be visible. Okay, that's what 1% is. So if I am giving, 100% is. If I am giving it as 0.5, the background image will be 50% visible. Press Ctrl R. Now you can see this background image is 50% visible. So what if I give 0, opacity 0, press Ctrl S and give Ctrl R. This box will not at all be visible, because if the opacity is 0 means the background image will be completely transparent. Okay. So now I am giving 0.2 or 0.1 is good. Okay. Press Ctrl S. 0.5 I am giving. This is good. Press Ctrl S. Okay. This is looking good. This is called as opacity. Okay. Next, what you are going to do is delete this is not necessary. Now using different class, okay, create a box and add text and give opacity only to background color of black using RGBA. Okay, now we are going to use RGBA color. Okay, and we will be seeing what is the use of that. Now what we are going to do is create a box again, okay, and add text. That's what we are going to do. Go here and here you are going to add another development for creating box. Already we have given a class, so I am giving different class name here, like opacity 1, in order to represent this development, and I am going to give text as this is opacity class, like that. Anything, this is opacity lecture or something, anything you can give. Okay, next what we are going to do is we are going to represent this development using the class name in CSS file. Okay, here dot opacity 1 and open and close curly braces, sorry, it's square bracket, curly braces. Did I give the correct class name here? Yeah, I have given it correctly. So one thing we are going to understand here, okay, and we did opacity for this box using opacity option, okay, but here in the second box what we are going to do is we will be giving opacity, okay, we will be giving opacity, but we will not use opacity option, okay. Instead of that we will be using RGBA color, okay. Using RGBA color we will be doing opacity for this background color alone. For this font we are not going to give, okay. For this font color we are not giving opacity, just for the box. So how to do that? Here, sorry, I'm getting confused. Create a box, first of all, height same 200, just copy this, no need to write everything, just copy this, margin. After this you can copy and just paste here. Now you will be having height of 200 pixel and width of 200 pixel and margin as auto. Okay, now you have created a box and a margin. So now we are not going to give opacity at all. Okay, just we are going to give background color using RGBA, and with that we are going to give opacity. How to do that? I have given background color and give RGBA, and it shows open bracket, close bracket. Okay, here what I am going to do is I am going to give red as 0 because we are not going to use red, and G means green, and that is also 0, and blue means 0. Okay, blue also we are not going to use. Now you can see black, okay, because we have given red, green, blue, all these things as 0, so the automatic color will be black. And this is nothing but blur, okay. The last thing which we are going to insert is blur. So if I am giving 0.5, you can see a grayish color, okay. So if I am giving 0.1, what will happen? 0.2. Okay, this will be the color. Now next thing which we want to add is background, this font color, okay. We have given font color as white here. The same thing here we are going to do here also. Font color as white and with semicolon. Now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Here also I have forgotten to save the file. Press Ctrl S. Here also you have to save. Press Ctrl S and go here and reload. Now you are seeing another image. Okay. Here you can see the font color is 100% visible because we didn't apply opacity to this font, and we did not use opacity option directly. Using RGBA we have given opacity here for the box. Okay. For this background color black we have given blur, okay. So the background image, this sky image, will be clearly visible. That's what. So that is our project, my friends. We have completed the project successfully. So let us see in the upcoming videos, and let us go to the project assignment. Complete the sample project along with me, okay. Already you should have done this till now. It's okay, I am just reminding you, okay. If you did not do the coding along with me, just do now, okay, or watch again the video and do it, okay. So thank you friends for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me, and please subscribe me. Let us see in the upcoming videos. Thank you.